All right, welcome back to Weebs and Weights special episode this week. Today is October 16th, which is the release date for Demon Slayer Mugen Train. It's the next story arc. You got to watch it if you want to understand what's happening in season 2 when it comes out. Unfortunately, we don't live in Japan, so we're not going to get it right now. Hopefully early 2020 it's supposed to be streaming for us and stuff like that. But today we have a special guest, James Wang. He is the... Oh, I wrote down a whole little intro for you. You ready for this?
Oh, God, okay.
He is a hoister of weights, a purveyor of anime lifting garb,
Oh, I like this.
strong man, good looking dude. If you can't see this, you got to go check the YouTube out. All right, look. Oh, he struck a pose, everybody. You got to go. You got to go see it. This is the way it is.
Stare intently.
Fire Instagram name, by the way, Squatting Tiger Hidden Dragon. If you guys don't get that
That's
reference,
pretty perfect.
I hate you.
I was shocked it wasn't already taken. Let me
That's
get
pretty,
that out.
Yeah. That's an old. I remember being down the Cape when I was a little kid, and we were like playing Sega Genesis, and my dad would get pissed off and like rip it out of the wall and be like, "We're watching the movie," and he would like throw on old martial arts movies, and that was just one of the ones. People flying through the sky, going through trees. It's great.
Yeah, it's
Those are,
really
like, my
like
favorite
one of the
movies.
earliest movies I've seen. Like I saw it so long ago I barely even remember the plot. I just remember the action.
Yeah, yeah. That's all I remember. It's a kind of like what was that? What was the kangaroo movie we were talking about, Ashley? The martial arts movie.
What? The king? Wait, what?
Yeah,
What?
remember like the kid like falls into the sewer and like goes into this like kangaroo martial arts world.
No!
You guys don't know this movie?
No,
Okay, now I gotta remember what the
No,
name
I'm
is.
not.
Hold on.
We did not talk about this.
We did real briefly.
I would have
Kangaroo
remembered a fucking martial arts kangaroo for sure. 100%.
Warriors of Virtue. That was the name of the movie.
Jesus.
And it's got like the
Okay.
same kind of like remember like the real life Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles?
Yes.
So it's got like that style to it. Like they're like IRL kangaroo people.
Oh, kind of like an uncanny valley
it-
sort of thing.
Yeah, 100%. But
it
anyways,
gross?
since no one but me knows that, we're just going to move on, all right?
Holy shit. Why kangaroos? They don't even have whole hands.
I don't know, maybe
Just have giant
kangaroos are virtuous in some way.
Disemboweling feet.
Well, kangaroos can
Sure.
like mess you up.
Yeah, they can
Like,
absolutely fuck. I know
yeah.
that their feet are like terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
claws.
they can like
Kicks for days.
disembowel you at some point.
Oh yeah,
their feet.
that's their whole goal. That's their whole
Yeah.
goal.
Disembowel. Yeah, there's a whole what is it? The Mighty Boosh has a whole episode about that. He fights a kangaroo.
Oh,
He kicks it in the balls, and that's how he wins.
Oh, Jesus.
oh god.
There you
I
go.
I just took a sip of my coffee and it's like not cold. It's not hot. It's just like
It's
there.
upsetting. Yeah, that's fine.
That's the
sorry.
worst. All right. Anyways, let's just move on. How's everyone
Yeah,
doing?
we're
How's
drifting.
training going?
Drifting.
What's going on with everybody? James, shoot us, man. What's going on? How's training?
Yeah, it's good. I'm about to hit, I hopefully about to hit my end of year goals. We'll see. As long as I don't like do something catastrophic in the next 2 weeks, I should be there. But yeah, with powerlifting is kind of just, you hit the bottom of a squat wrong and then you just die basically. And then you're out for the count. So we'll see. Yeah,
Sounds
I'll
about
update
right.
you guys in a couple weeks, let you guys know.
Yeah, I mean, I've
Oh my
been
God,
seeing
don't
some of
die.
your posts. I mean, you've been repping weight and it's moving good. It moves clean. You're feeling good. I mean,
Yeah, I kind of always deal with like weird nagging, not like acute injuries, but just kind of like pain. So I
Yeah,
dealt with
yeah.
knee pain for a while, and that kind of stalled my squat for half a year.
okay.
Ugh. Yeah.
I dealt with that, and things are like starting to move better. But like with the knee pain came like a weird change in form, just to like avoid the knee pain, and then now the knee pain's gone, so I got to like revert back to it. So it's all weird. But deadlift and bench are moving. Bench has kind of been like a pain in my ass for like am I allowed to curse, by the way?
Oh yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. What are you
Okay.
doing? Huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
bench has
come
been a
on,
pain
my
in the
mouth is awful. I
yeah,
wouldn't be
bench
able
has
to
been
be
like
here
my
if we-
worst lift. Yeah,
That's
yeah,
okay. Who cares
Yeah,
about
but-
bench, man?
I know, right? But I'm working on it. I'm doing better these days. Yeah, I do all my own programming and stuff too. So like,
Okay.
I kind of
Oh,
have
good.
to. If I like have a pain, I have to like figure out what's wrong with myself because I'm also like Chinese and we don't go to the doctor. So like I don't.
Is that a rule?
Yeah, it's basically like it's like
Oh my
a
God.
cultural rule.
Oh, fuck the doctor.
Yeah, you got to go to like your grandparents, and then they give
I'll
you
figure
some
it out.
like ancient ancient thing that
Shit.
like I did the same thing with my
Exactly.
grandparents. My grandmother's
Have
like,
some
you're not
tea
feeling
about
good.
it.
Take all those clothes, put them in a black trash bag, tie a knot, get some garlic, tie that on
Yeah.
there, leave it on the deck, and spit on it every time you walk by.
Yeah, exactly.
Get rid of the.
Real?
You gotta get rid of the evil eye, man.
Yeah,
The
it's like
evil
some
eye.
ancient
Stop it.
tradition.
Is that what
you-
I'm doing right now?
That's what you're painting on those shoes for Chris. Yeah, that's the evil
Good
eye.
Lord.
It wards
So
away
help me if he
people.
spits on these.
I don't know
We're
if
gonna
I'll
have a
spit
time
on them.
spitting
That's a
on
ward
shit.
itself. You'll be all right. I think you'll be all right. But
That's ridiculous.
yeah.
Oh
Ash,
my
what about
God.
you? How's training going?
It's fine, man.
Well, this week's
I
been
like-
kind of weird, right? Because you were traveling and stuff like that, like last week. And
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There was a seminar. It happened, guys. There was a squad seminar. It was fun. I had fun. I'm pretty sure they had fun. At least I hope they had fun, or they lied to me. I got to
They
play
lied to
with
me.
the stuff in that gym though, and the Norse gym has like a shitload of strongman stuff, and they have a belt squat. So I kind of like went off a little.
Yeah.
I did the belt squat, and it was like it burned. That was a good one. That one hurt me. And then
I love that machine. Love that machine.
oh, it's so nice.
It's so. It's. I
So
mean, like.
nice.
I mean, like James was talking about knee pain and stuff like that, right? Like I had, when I was over at Purdue, we had a bunch of cheerleaders that had knee issues. I mean, what they're doing on a daily basis is absurd. And Purdue is like top tier when it comes to cheer. So like, coach is an animal, good dude, animal though, and it's like we need to be able to do like things that Russian gymnasts are doing like when they're 2, and we can't even do it, and we're like full adults, you know. So, but that belt squat, man, that the only issue I have with it, it's hard to load it unless you have like 100-pound plates. It's the only issue.
Well, the one he had was incredibly easy to load,
Okay.
which was great.
What kind of?
So-
Do you know what kind it was? Was it a pit shark or was it?
It wasn't a pit shark.
Okay, yeah, because we had a
I
pit
don't
shark.
remember what it was. Jeremy will know. I promise you.
Yeah.
Because we were like talking about the belt squat.
I love that. I wish Providence would get
Boatload
one.
of,
Yeah, it's like the
Atlas.
one thing I want to buy for my home gym. It's like a lat pull down.
Everybody
and then a belt
wants
squat.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone wants one.
Like,
you
I don't
don't have
blame
the
them. It's
space.
magical.
You
And
haven't
then
been
when you're
getting
hurt
that-
and broken.
You haven't been getting that the Instagram ads for the pulley system thing? Have you seen that yet?
The what?
I have, yeah. That thing looks so janky though.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, I would love just like a standalone lat
Yeah.
pull down. The janky because I don't know. The thing that takes the longest in my workouts because I have a full home gym, but it's switching workouts.
Mhm.
It's like setting up the next workout. That like I have
Oh,
4
yeah.
barbells now, but when I was dealing with one barbell and I would go from like, say, like squats to like pen lay, I would have to like unload the entire thing, take out the barbell from the rack, and then reload the weight. And like I have a car in there, so like I don't want to hit the car with the barbell.
Yeah.
This is a big pain. But
Yeah,
yeah, I mean,
I
God, if I had a belt squat and a lat pull down.
Oh god.
That's
Rogue.
what
So
we did. There was a lat pull down. I fucked with that really hard, except I was too short, so I had to put the seat thingy like all the way down, and then I had to jump up to get the thing and like just hope my feet stayed on the ground. And then during the
Mhm.
last rep, I would literally be lifted off the floor. So it was like I could only do so much.
that's half of the fun of lat pull downs though.
I mean, it was
It's like
was
taking it for a
fun.
ride, you know.
It was fun, but yeah. And then
Rogue
I did normal
makes-
things when I got home.
Rogue makes a like a plate loadable lat pull down.
I heard about that.
Yeah, so they have one that
Well,
has
that's
literally
good.
like it has like the pegs on the side of your rack that you can just put weights on. It has that and it's attached to the pulley, so you can load it anyway with any like amount of plates that you want, and you can just use it as a lat pull down, and it has like the
You
full
said
pulley
Rogue
system.
makes this?
I'm pretty sure Rogue. I think Rogue has it. Yeah,
Huh.
I would check it out.
I've heard about
check
this
that out.
animal.
If it's not
Yes.
Rogue, I apologize. I don't know. Someone has it. They're out there.
It's
But-
free advertising.
Yeah, yeah. Rogue. If you, I mean, I know we're not big yet, Rogue, but call us. Okay. But yeah, Ash. So there's this thing going around on Instagram. It's called. I think it's literally called the pulley system, but it's like a strap that you wrap around like a pull-up bar, and it has a pulley on it, and you basically just tie either a kettlebell or dumbbells or plates to the bottom of it, and like you clip it into itself, and it's just a pulley system. And you basically sit on the ground. You can do lat pull downs.
It was
The-
attached
I
by
mean,
like
I used to
Velcro
do
too,
that.
though. It's like kind of.
Yeah. It like literally loops around it, and you just strap
Yeah.
it together. Yeah.
It sounds like a fancy, better thought version of what I used to try to do in like CrossFit gyms. I would take a band and a PVC pipe,
Mhm.
and I would make my own,
Yeah.
and that was fine.
Yeah,
But
it's like a loadable
you
version.
can't
of
add
that.
weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I've had to use like the towing straps that you buy for cars like take that, loop that through like a kettlebell, and then put like a bar through it and use that as like a pull down. But it has the friction on it too, and
Whatever
it's
it
just
takes.
like, yeah, it never ends. Never ends. But yeah. I've been gassed, man. I've been torched.
Yeah.
My volume's gone up like 130% since last cycle. So like
Sorry.
4 weeks in, and I'm like destroyed. Absolutely just. And I actually had to level out I checked my platform, and the front half of the platform does this, and the back half is actually parallel and flat to the floor. So I've
Is it from
been.
the droppies?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's from dropping or if it's just because like I didn't really check the floor prior, and it's kind of like a tiled floor, like we did it ourselves, but we put pads underneath it, like different kinds of like the puzzle piece gym pads in the back and the front, trying to absorb some of it so it's not going to hit the tile. And I think it's just like the floor itself tilts down, so I made it even worse when I put the pads on one side of them. So now we gotta rebalance it out, but. Now I know why I've been getting so much frustrated. Like I've been having weird ankle stuff and knee things happening the past couple of weeks. I mean, I've been lifting my basement since COVID happened. So like I've been basically lifting on this uneven platform for 6 months. It's gonna fuck with you,
Oh
Yeah,
man,
your
it's
whole
like a
thing's
boat.
like slightly uneven.
Yeah. And finally I literally just like I moved as close to the wall as I could, and I started hitting snatches again, and I'm just like swearing at myself in
I can't
Greek.
even imagine.
Like
Yeah, because I was about to say the
It's
only problem I
spooky.
have with an uneven platform is that the plates like start falling off, but I don't.
Ugh.
So
No.
yeah.
so yeah, no. If I had to catch a snatch or something, I would actually probably hurt myself.
Well, it's like I already
That's
like
true,
catch
okay.
forward a lot of the time, but I've been working on trying to fix that. And it's like I would go to the gym and they have flat platforms,
Oh.
and I'm like, why? Like I would set up on my platform and I'd be in really good technique, and that because I've been doing it for so long, I get to the flat platform and I'm like 3 inches behind the bar.
Yeah,
So
the
everything
flat
I'm
platform is
I'm
weird.
like humping the bar, it's going forward. I'm getting more pissed off. I'm throwing things like, yeah, it's what we do. It's what we do.
Oh my
It's the life we
God.
chose. It's the life we chose.
Pain and frustration. Yeah. It's good.
All right.
It's good.
Yeah. All right. On to games. James,
Oh my God. Yes.
you a gamer, man? Are you a gamer?
I'm actually not, surprisingly. I like. Yeah, I know. A lot of people are surprised by this, but I don't game often. I mean, I used to play a lot of like Super Smash Bros.
Okay.
In college, but then I moved away and like I don't have anyone to play. Like my buddy who I would always play with, he's still back in LA or San Diego or something. But yeah, so now I just like watch a ton of anime, and then at any other given time, I'm probably either working out, doing school, or drawing. So
Right.
yeah, gaming has like taken a backseat. But the thing is, if Legend of Zelda comes out with a Breath of the Wild sequel, then it's over for me.
You're
Like
in.
that's all I'm gonna be doing. Yeah.
So do you have a Switch?
I have a Switch. I got the Switch when it first came out, and then I played through whatever the Mario game was called, Odyssey, and then Breath of the Wild, and then I also have Smash Bros. Ultimate, but I haven't been playing that for a while. But when Odyssey and Breath of the Wild came out, I was playing like 8 hours a day. It was absurd. Like,
Yeah.
It was completely unhealthy for me to be doing that. But I would like switch back and forth. I would like play Odyssey, like eat lunch, play Breath of the Wild, eat dinner, play Odyssey. And like it was I was like playing on the toilet because like it's so unhealthy that you can take it out of the TV.
Yeah,
and
right.
then bring it places.
It never needs to end,
Yeah,
I
no,
can do
and it
this
never did.
anywhere.
Yeah, I took my Switch to like the DMV when I was like getting something on my license because I'm gonna be waiting there for like 3 hours, so might as well play.
It's the
through
perfect
some
time.
of
I would
Breath
take it
of
on
the Wild.
planes, and
Perfect.
I would like set up.
Yeah.
I've had times where I'm like playing it, and I'll have like a little kid next to me, and there's like their mom or something like that, and the kid's like watching me play, and I'll like take off the controllers and I'll hand him one of the controllers and start playing with them, and the mom was
Yeah.
like, "Thank you so much." Like he would have been bitching the whole time, and I was like, "Listen, I wanted the game too, so it's fine,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
Oh my
The
God.
Switch is like it's a game changer.
oh yeah,
I didn't have whatever the sequel to the Wii was. There was like a
the Wii U,
something else.
the Wii U, right?
Oh yeah.
I never had that, but like the Switch compared to the Wii is like something completely. Just the fact that you can take it places is insane.
Yeah, I love. It's like a Game Boy, but like better.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Better Game
Go
Boy.
back
long
to the
man.
Game Boy.
So fun
I know.
fact:
I still love the Game Boy, but
the
this is so
design
great.
for the Switch was made in like the 80s. So
Oh, I don't do that
they've
to me.
known that they've wanted to do this for like ever, but they just never had the
Stop.
technology to get it done.
Wow.
So they were already
Very
it's like Apple has like iPhone 27 already designed and ready to go. They're just waiting for the next
Can you
thing,
guys
you know.
chill? Yeah, that's too.
Yeah.
I'm
that's
not a
crazy.
robot
Man,
yet.
Nintendo's ahead of the game, huh?
Yeah. Always have
Yeah,
been.
except for
Always
Final
have been.
Fantasy VII,
Oh.
which I'm fucking pissed at.
Here we go.
That's my gaming.
Continue.
experience. Yeah,
Continue, please.
fucking.
Yeah.
I. So I've only been. I don't know. I don't have like a ton of games on this yet, because I'm still not used to the fact that I own this, which is fine. That's fine. But I have Animal Crossing, but I've only really been like decorating for Halloween, so like I can only do that for so long before I'm like I'm done now. And then I have Slain, but it gets super frustrating because it's like way harder than you would think it is. And there's like a couple others, but I saw Final Fantasy VII and it was on sale and I had like points, so it would have been $5, and I was like, well, yeah, I'm gonna get Final Fantasy VII for Switch. That's fucking dope. And I can't play the game. Like, from the train to the reactor right in the beginning, there's like this bug that you can like unfuck it until the next bug, or you're screwed and there's no save point in between. So what's happening is like I'm going up the ladder to go to the reactor, and then he gets stuck walking, and nothing I do, no button or swear or anything I can make out of myself will make that fucking character stop walking into nothing. And so I have to turn the fucking thing off and start over again from the train, all over again from before I'm even physically on the train. And it's like it's not super long, but it takes like a solid, like, even if you want to like level up a little and stuff, maybe like 20 minutes before you get there again. And it's a lot of shit. Like, you're like running through the train timed, and you're like going down that stupid forever basement situation, and then you get there and it's like I'm broken. And so I tried that twice and lost my mind, and now I'm just stuck playing Animal Crossing because I'm gonna freak out.
So you can't even. So you just keep getting stuck at the ladder. Like, you can't even get by.
Yeah, like I can't play the game. The
That's
last time
crazy.
there was one time, so I played through it 3 times, and the first time and the third time got stuck. The second time I like stopped before the top of the ladder and I walked in a different direction, and then I got him up top, and he was fine. But what the fuck happened? Something happened where I had to then turn it off because I had to do life things and there was no save point. And I was like, oh, well, it can't be a bug because I just fixed it, I guess. So I just have to stop and go this direction before I get up there. And I forgot the third time and I got stuck again. And I was like, nope, I'm done. And I can't play it right now. So maybe in a couple days.
Yeah,
That's
maybe
it.
let it rest a
all I
little
got.
bit. Let it calm
My
down.
brain, I'm
Yeah.
scared
Yeah.
I'm gonna break it. I can't break it right now. I don't think I can buy another one for less than like $300 to $500. They're like cranking those prices since everyone's stuck in their house and can't do anything.
And the new hardware is going to be coming out at some point. So
Ugh.
they're literally recreating the Switch at like with like a 4K res screen and like better hardware in it. Yeah. So,
I need to leave my bed. I can't.
Animal Crossing is one of those ones that I've intentionally stayed away from, even though I know I would be obsessed with it.
Yeah,
Or I
that's
guess
what I did with,
especially because I'd be obsessed with it.
Yeah, I did that with
Because
WoW.
I would never get anything done if I had Animal Crossing. Like,
I like time it now. I'm like, okay, you have this amount of time to do these things, and then you have to turn it off.
yeah,
Like today,
'cause-
I had to go buy candy, and then I turned it off. I was like, okay, I got my piece of candy. It's one per day. Turn it off, and that's it. No more.
yeah, it's like even when it was with Breath of the Wild, it was just like I'd like catch myself at like 3:30 a.m. Be like, oh shoot,
I should sleep.
gotta sleep. Yeah, I gotta
Yeah,
sleep.
sleeping
Is one of
school,
those
I
things
guess.
you gotta do every day.
That's
Yeah, Animal Crossing
dangerous,
would kill me.
man.
well, it's like I got back into WoW a little while ago because I know Shadowlands is
no.
coming out, and like the pre-patch happened, so like they're starting to set everything for so people to get used to it. And like I'm purposely refusing to get on there because I know I'm gonna get hard addicted to it again. So, and because like it's like that RuneScape, like those games were so just grindy that like you just got invested in being like, okay, I gotta go fucking mine coal, or I gotta go make chaos runes and run into the wilderness and like try not to get killed by somebody and lose all my lobsters, right? Like it's just like you gotta like plan everything out, and it's just god,
it's so easy to spiral with all the grindy games.
Yeah,
it's just so easy to
because you can grind forever.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and it's like they keep adding
like...
expansions and stuff, right? Like WoW, like I think it's so addictive because there's so many collectibles in it now. Like you can collect mounts, you can collect gear sets, you can collect, like whatever. Like you know what I mean? Like there's just there's things that people invest in, and now it's like, okay, I literally have a virtual skin in a game, but I've spent how much money and how many years in this? I'm not gonna get rid of it anytime soon. Like I might as well just keep playing at this point, Like you've invested so much into it, like.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. And like, look at us. Like, there's a reason why we probably like strength sports. Like, you just grind the shit out of yourself.
Yeah.
And essentially, we
hope
you
get
get stronger, right?
It's what it is, right?
It's grinding in real life, yeah.
Yeah. We're dropping into dungeons every day, man.
RPG, yeah.
We're dropping into dungeons. We're trying to get that next piece of gear. Sometimes it doesn't work. You didn't bring the right shit with you. Yeah. And you gotta take a step back, rebuild it, and go right back in. That's just. Why do you think we started this? Here we are. Yeah. But I've been like hard addicted to Warzone. Hard addicted to Warzone. Yeah. Hard addicted. Jeremy gives me shit all the time because he's a Fortnite guy, but he's a child. It's fine.
He's been like in Valorant so hard.
Yeah, fuck that game. Fuck that game. Done. He told me the other day, he's like, "You coming back on?" He's like, "You coming back on?" Everything reset, and I was like, "No chance. Nope. No chance. It ruins my week. I have one bad day on Valorant, and it ruins my whole week. Literally, like I can't get into a game without being pissed for no reason."
Fuck. I feel like everyone who plays that is just insanely angry, and I'm like, why is everyone still playing? Why is everyone still playing? You're just mad.
That's what happens when you take two of the most toxic communities of all time, CS:GO and League of Legends, and you put them in the same game. In the same game. What's wrong with you people?
That's dangerous, yeah.
Dude, League. So League finally put this thing up where they're like, there's like a checklist that you have to do before you like start playing the game. It's like, I will be respectful. I won't be racist. I'll be supportive. I'll try to uplift each other. And like, it keeps popping up randomly. And I'm like, if you have to ask your community to do a checklist and then still not do anything about it, like
of your rage control, like
come on now,
we do something else.
Yeah. That's how I felt about FIFA. FIFA would make me rage. There's a hole in my childhood bedroom wall that is there because of FIFA. Yeah.
Oh no.
I don't know. FIFA made me rage so hard. It wasn't until college that I just learned to like mellow out about it and like take a loss. But like back when I was in high school and I was playing FIFA all the time, man, I'd go nuts.
Tekken did that to me.
It's hard.
Tekken and Mortal Kombat.
Yup. Any fighting game really, I'll turn into a monster. I hate it so much. I hate when I'm like on a streak and then someone will press the same fucking button like 50 times when you're in a corner, so you can't get up.
Oh yeah.
They're just trolling you and you're dead. You can't do anything about it. That's when I lose my mind. I'll break something.
So I was super excited to get Tekken when I was in college because I had a buddy that did like competitive Mortal Kombat. He did like competitive Tekken, Mortal Kombat. Like he did that like locally in the competitive scene. So I was like, oh sick. Like I have a friend that'll like kick my ass but teach me things, right? So I get it. I'm playing. I'm on a controller. I don't have like the fight pad. And like one of my roommates came to himself and was like, oh, let me play with you. I was like, perfect, let's do it. Literally got me in a corner and just down-A'd me until I died. I literally just threw my controller on the ground and walked into my bedroom and closed my door. I was done.
Just leave, yeah. You just leave at that point.
Now Mortal Kombat, whatever that is, 14 is sitting on my Xbox. Hasn't been played since. Just sitting there.
Bro, you gotta. I still think to this day, maybe I'm just old, but the newer Mortal Kombats, new, I should say, and within the last like 20 years, I'm still all for Deadly Alliance because they had those like the style changing and you could like interlink the styles into one just horrible combo. So you'd go through all three. You could just fucking savage someone, but you would have to learn them. You would have to memorize them like back when you were a kid. It wasn't like I'm gonna press this one button and go fuck yourself. It's like you have to learn, and I liked it very much and I want it back, and I don't think it's ever gonna come back. Yeah.
I was playing.
Sadness.
This is also a college thing. Same kid that did the fighting stuff. I was playing. It was Capcom versus. What are the
Marvel?
yeah, Marvel versus Capcom, right? And so one of the newer games, you could choose to have a mode where, like, when you're playing on controller, like square, X, circle, triangle, like they all have like a specific move, but it's like a combo move. So it does like if you know how you have to do like a sweep of the stick and a couple of buttons, and then it would do like
Yeah,
a I
Tekken
don't know,
has
like
that too.
a Shoryuken or something, right? But
Yeah.
it has it macroed, so like square does a Shoryuken already automatically.
Oh,
So my buddy's like, yeah, like you
Preset.
guys can use that, and I'll fight you. And like our buddy George literally was just like, and just like blowing people away, and like got that kid to rage, and like he broke his fight pad and he had to buy another one. It was so funny, man. Dude, video games are a blessing and a curse at the same time. I guess is the only way to.
Jeez.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, they're spooky. It gets spooky in there.
Well, think about how invested you get in them, man. It's crazy. People get that invested that they destroy things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like big
Yeah.
brand new plasma TVs, throw a controller right through it.
Broke. Yep.
yeah.
Why
When
not?
gamers doing things, some dude smashed his TV because what is it? His Fortnite data got lost or something or erased.
Hey man, that's
Oh,
It
God.
was either Fortnite or Call of Duty. He like straight up just broke his TV.
hey
and
man,
started
that's
crying.
it's a big problem. It's a lot of hours in there,
Let's get out
man.
of here. We're never gonna get out of games. What's
Yeah.
It's a
next?
lot of revenue for Walmart, though.
Big time.
Yeah,
There you go.
probably love it.
You're
Yeah.
welcome.
All right, animes, comics, book things, anything. Go.
Yeah, I mean the
Go, go,
movie.
go. Oh, yeah, get in there.
I wish I knew Japanese at this point because
Right.
even if we could get our hands on it, there's no subs.
Right.
So what are we
Yeah,
supposed to do?
I'm sure we could stare at it.
Yeah,
But, like,
It's
not
so
gonna help, I
pretty.
guess.
just have them
Yeah.
have the manga next to you and just be like reading it as you watch it.
Yeah. Oh, it's this one. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think this is
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is where we are right now.
All right. So for those of you listening that don't know, okay, so the Mugen Train is one of the story arcs within the manga, okay, and they are taking that and they're making it into the movie, or they made it into the movie, and that's the next important part of the story.
Let's talk about your fancy shirts.
Yeah, I guess the way it started was just like when lockdown happened. I started.
Really?
Yeah, it's just I was like,
New.
yeah. Well, so I started training way more because lockdown happened. I had a home gym, so I was training like 12 to 14 hours a week at that point. And then I was also watching way more anime because which
Same.
one was it? Yeah, I think it was One Punch Man that I started watching at the beginning of lockdown, and I couldn't find the second season, so I ended up just buying Crunchyroll. And at that point, I was like, well, I'm paying for Crunchyroll. I better like watch everything I possibly can.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I just wasted my money. So I just started. I just watched everything, and now we've binged like 20 anime shows, and then something that just like part of my background is that I was on the powerlifting team in college, and then I stopped basically lifting altogether when I got my first job, and I started back up about a year and a half ago, a little less than that.
Wow.
Okay.
But the differences I saw in the community between when I was in college versus now is that anime just like blew up. Well, like, what happened? Why?
Yeah.
Anime blew up
We
in the
don't
lifting
know.
community. Yeah, it's like something about the shonen genre maybe, but yeah, anime blew up, and I was like, how come there's no anime lifting tees? Like, there's you see them for like Dragon Ball Z a little bit, but
Yeah,
'cause that's the
mostly.
most popular.
And you
thing.
get
Yeah.
what's the company Third Pole Apparel? Like they
Yeah,
do
sometimes
like
you'll see some
Yeah.
in there.
they'll do like an anime thing here and there, but they'll also have like Boba Fett in there, Jango
Yeah.
Fett, like those
They
guys
have the
too.
Always
But
Sunny dudes
yeah,
there. Yeah, they
and then there's
do
also
everything.
Flex Comics, I think. is
Oh yeah,
another
that's,
one.
Okay.
isn't that Joey's? Yeah, they stick
Yeah,
to specifically
something like
like comic-esque stuff. That's fun
Yeah,
too.
but the anime,
It's
there
not
was like nothing. I was like,
specific,
how
yeah.
come there's no Saitama lifting stuff? How come there's no Naruto even lifting stuff? I was like, okay, come on. And it like someone's got to do this. So I just like figured out how to draw. I like started with a free program. It's called Inkscape. It's basically just some illustrator, and I just like started like tracing things and like adding barbells to it. And then I like showed my friends, and they told me to just throw it on a T-shirt, so I did. And then another friend I had just sold me like an iPad and Apple Pencil for like super cheap.
nice. There
So
you
now
go.
I'm like working with that. But yeah, it's just this is all I just started probably less than 6 months ago drawing, and I'm just like, it's trial and error. It's just like I sucked at
Dude,
first,
that's
and then
awesome.
now I suck a little bit less.
Yeah.
That's even cooler than not like knowing that is like it makes it even better. That makes that like 50 times cooler. So he's new, everybody.
Yeah, I'm
Give him
not an
extra
artist, guys.
fucking support. Yeah.
I can make that perfectly clear. I'm not a great artist. Like I'll like go through reference photos just to like see what I can work with. And these people, some of these fan arts are so talented.
Mm.
I don't understand how these people do it. It's like there's I
digital
follow
painting
one
gets
person on
crazy.
Instagram. Yeah, it's unbelievable what these people are capable of. I
Yeah.
can like sort of do pretty basic drawings and make it look kind of interesting. Throw a barbell in there and like I like trace the face because I can't draw faces for the life of me. But
They are hard.
Not yet.
Yeah, it's
Triangle
tough.
face, man.
Yeah, I
Triangle
can't
face
even
is
imagine
crazy.
like Ashley, you like paint. Like I can't imagine like not being able to double tap and do my last stroke. Like I don't know
But
what
like
it's like
you say
to like
that, dude, and I'm the most terrible like I can't do digital art. I can't do it. I have all the stuff to do it, to like mess around, and I've tried it off and on my whole life, and I cannot do it. It's like
that's crazy.
just as difficult, but in a completely different way that my brain actually doesn't understand. So there's something there. I don't know what it is, but like,
Jeez.
congrats, dude, because it's hard as fuck. And I
Well,
can't.
I'll spend like an entire like 5 minutes on a single line because I can't get the line straight or get the line curvy the way I want it to.
Yeah,
And I'm like, God, I can't imagine if I had to do this the first try. I'd just hurl everything out the window. It just wouldn't be worth it.
Have you seen God, what's his name? His Instagram name's like Wiz Yakuza. Have you seen this guy? Bro,
I don't think
okay.
so.
All right, you guys need to check this dude out. He does he makes like he hand draws everything, and he makes kind of like resellable posters on anime related stuff. He's figured out how to do you remember those cards you would get when you were a kid when you change the angle and it would change the picture?
Oh, I know exactly.
Oh,
what
yeah,
you're
okay.
talking
I know what
about.
you're
You know who I'm
talking
talking about? So he does stuff now. Yeah, Anime Boston. He goes there all the time. Like he's so
They're awesome.
good. So good. Like he figured out how to do the layers, and now he's up to like 4 of them. So like as you're changing the angle, it changes it 4 different times. Like
That's
he
what I'm
has
saying.
oh god, dude, it's
These people are
crazy.
so talented.
Yeah.
I've been drawing for 6 months, and I can't even imagine getting to that level. Like also just the creativity involved is insane. Just to even like think of that being an option. Like to me, it would just be draw 4 different characters and put them next to each other, but like overlap them and do the thing. Like I didn't even remember that was a thing until I saw that guy do it.
Yeah. I have
I can't.
I have like this like back in the day they used to sell DBZ like trading card game. It was like I don't even know if they still have stuff like that. Yeah, and it was like you would be able to play it, but it wasn't that good, right? It wasn't like that calculated out. It was like DBZ's big, make a card game, make people buy it, right?
Yeah.
And they came with those holographic like changing cards, and I have one of Goku somewhere, and it's the first like who is he fighting? I think it's when he's fighting Vegeta and he goes monkey and he blows up the moon, and so it's him like charging up the Kamehameha, and he's like that big jacked first time he's like full Kaioken and like shoots it, and it's just him doing this. And like a little Kamehameha wave coming out, and it's like that was mind blowing to me. And now this guy has like Goku going from normal Goku to Kaioken to Super Saiyan 1, 2, 4, all the way up to Ultra Instinct on one fucking piece of paper that does this. Like I don't get it. I just don't. Like
I don't know how it's possible. Yeah.
It's crazy.
How do you even think of that as an option for like a product?
I would never in my life think of that as an option.
Yeah,
Man,
I drew things and threw them on a t-shirt because that's the easiest thing to sell. It's just throw them on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And they're great though.
Thank you.
Guys, go visit his. It's Crunchyswole. Go.
Yeah, show us the shirt, man. Show us the.
Keep at them. Yeah, he made this for Demon Slayer.
Yeah, this is I saw the pose that he was doing, and I was like, it'd be so cool if that was a barbell. So I did it. I just like threw it on there. Yeah, it's Crunchyswole.com. The Weebs and Weights Crunchyswole collab, but yeah, it's like quality of the shirt's super nice too.
Yeah, they're really nice. They're really nice.
I know. I cropped my Saitama shirt, and it's now like one of my favorite things that I own.
Yeah, I added crop tops to the store. They're like slightly
Yes!
thinner fabric, but it's still, I mean, they're like
It's a
fitted
good
now.
call. Yeah,
Perfect.
Yeah.
I've been
no.
dying for a new crop
The
top, dude.
ladies.
Fuck.
Yeah.
The
Crop
ladies love them.
Craven one.
Yeah, so this design's gonna be in a regular t-shirt, men's tank top, and a women's crop top. So
Hell yeah.
Woo!
Okay.
something for everyone.
Hell
That's
yeah.
exciting.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. Everyone is like saying how much they love designs. It like makes me feel super good because
Yeah, and that means keep doing it. Just don't stop.
100%,
That's the thing.
100%.
Don't
yeah, no,
actually
it's
ever
like
stop.
it's just
and
a
you'll be
hobby for
fine.
me. Yeah, it's just a hobby for me. If people didn't like it, I'd probably still do it. I do it for me mostly. But you know, people liked it, so I threw them on some t-shirts and like I sell them for not a ton of profit because I don't really care or need the money. I just like want more people. It's just like I'm filling a niche, right? Like I'm filling a gap
Yeah.
in the market. No one else is doing it for some reason. More people need to be doing it. I'd be happy
No, they
if there
don't.
like a
No,
ton
I'm
of
cutting this out of the
competitors
podcast. No, they don't. Keep it to
came out.
yourself. Keep it to yourself, damn it.
Yeah. No,
No.
I know. I'd love if a bunch of other people came out and like did their own designs and you know,
I
there
think
needs to be more anime like lifting content.
Yeah.
Yeah,
out there.
yeah,
I
for
saw some
sure.
gaming shirts at like Anime Boston. It was either no, it was Anime Boston. They had some like fun gym ones. Like they had the oh god, I'm blanking on his name. No, Praise the Sun guy from Dark Souls. They had him on a T-shirt for like a gym thing, and it was very good actually. And then they had there was one other character from I think it was like a space dandy. There we go. They did like a space dandy shirt, but it was like gym orientated, which I didn't think I'd ever see in my life. But it was like so random, and it was multiple different companies, and it was like one of those things that they set up at conventions that's just like a big kiosk table
Yeah.
of like 4 different people, so you like don't really actually know unless you look at the card that came with it, and then you like hunt them down and be like, hey man, and like it will be like the one shirt that they had that they did, which is it's like good, but it sucks because that's the only one, so you have it and it's
Yeah.
over. So.
Yeah, there's a gym in New York that did like a Machamp. It was like Machamp
Yeah.
holding 3 different barbells.
Yeah,
and
I
just
saw
wearing-
that. I
Yes.
saw that.
Yeah.
Oh God, what?
I was like, I mean, first of all, the art on it is incredible. I'm like, God, it like annoys me how talented some people are because like I'm not at that level yet. Hopefully I'll get there, but like these people have so much creativity. I'm like, man, I'm jealous of these people.
Man, just keep doing it. Keep grinding. I mean, like that's what
Yeah.
you said,
Yeah,
right?
you'd be
Like
surprised how
Yeah.
fast
you've
you
been
get
getting
better.
feedback,
It's
and then
literally
like
practice.
it's like making you want to do it more, right? Like
yeah.
I mean, I have this conversation with Ashley, I don't know, like bi-weekly. Like there's days where I'm just so frustrated with stuff and like trying to figure out like what else can we do? Where else can we go with this? What else can we like what's the next step and stuff like that. And then I get a random message from some random person that found it and is like, this in like just completely encapsulates like everything that I am as a human being. Like whoever sent this is a quote from the person that I'm talking about. He's like, whoever senpai is, they will notice you and they will like you will explode. And I was like, man,
That's
like
so wise. It's
you know
so
what I mean? I was
wise.
like, that is like the
So
most
wholesome.
that's the funniest anime, like but it
Yeah.
like, you know, and I was like, oh hell yeah, okay. Like we're on to something, like just
No,
keep
this
fucking
is why.
grinding. Like,
This
you
is why
know,
we're
like
doing this.
yeah.
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 So-
No, I feel the same way. If I get I got a message from like someone, like one of my good friends, but she didn't know that it was me.
That's funny.
Yeah. I was like, hey, dude, it's me. Like I run. She's like, wait, what? She's like, when did you learn to draw? I was like, yeah, about a few months ago, I learned to draw.
So
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
I think that's one thing that I mean, you guys just told me just keep doing it, but like for a lot of people that are wondering like oh, I could never do this, but like you definitely can. You just got to just start. Like you're going to suck at first, but we all suck.
Yeah, just get over it.
Yeah, just like keep sucking until you don't suck anymore.
Guys,
and
we
then
we
you
still
finally get
we
some
still
of them.
suck at it. Like
Someone, yes, quote that.
Yeah,
That's
you're gonna
exactly
suck
what
less
you do.
and less every time.
yeah, like it's
Yeah.
just
Keep going, buddy.
It's called it's like noob
We're
games.
gonna
It's
say
like
eventually.
I remember when I was first starting, every time I would come up with a new design, I'd be like, man, this is my best design yet. And then I'd do the next one. I'd be like, this is my best design, and it's still happening. It's
Yeah,
just
that's
noob
how you want to
games. Like,
feel, man.
yeah, new games for the first year.
yeah, man.
It's
Like,
fucking great, man.
I've been telling, like, so someone asked me, because I went back to writing my own programs also, and I think one of the coaches at Providence asked, like, what's your goal with this program? And I'm like, suck 1% less. Like, that's my goal, is to suck 1% less. That's all I want. Because if I suck 1% less, that means I got better, right? So maybe I could change the phrasing of that a little bit. But
Well, my
you know what I
friend
mean?
actually
Like,
has a company that is called 1% Better Every Day.
there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, 1%
That's
better
all it
every
is,
day.
really.
That's huge returns. I don't know what's 1.01 to the 365, but
Right? Yeah.
that's huge returns.
I mean, that'd be great. That'd be absurd if we can get 1%
Yeah.
a day. That'd be great,
Yeah.
man. Like, let me tell you, I would take that over anything right now.
I know. Yeah.
But yeah, man, crazy.
Yeah, no. But there's definitely got to be more anime lifting stuff out there. I can't believe
Yeah,
I'm
on it.
like,
dude, Body Improvement Club was
Yeah.
Mob Psycho.
I was gonna
how
say
heavy are the
that,
dumbbells
damn it.
you lift? Remember that? The
Yeah,
actual
yeah.
weightlifting anime.
yeah, I
Me and
have
Nick
Mob
watched the
Psycho.
shit out of that.
Hold on. I got my iPad right here. Let me
There you go.
let me
Yes.
pull it up.
I was
real
also
quick.
gonna say, after this, for the next thing we do together, I think you should work on drawing me, you, and Ashley, but in the
Body
body
Improvement
improvement club
Club?
stuff,
yeah,
like
no, I could
in
do
the
that. Yeah,
sick ass like pose that they do all together. You know what I
love
mean?
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
three of us.
And
You know
they're
what I
so
mean? And we'll just
courteous.
Body
boom.
Improvement Club. What's the captain's name? I forget what his name is.
I'll find
Oh,
out right
shit.
now.
He's like one of my favorite characters.
He's
of all
awesome,
time.
isn't he?
They're
Yeah.
I love
so
him so much.
funny.
Yeah, but yeah, I did Mob Psycho. This one took me like 15 minutes. I was super proud of it. I like already threw it on a shirt for
Yeah,
myself, but
that one's sick,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh
Hell
shit!
yeah.
yeah, Mob Psycho 1000 kg is what I put it. Yeah,
Yes.
Mob Psycho's so good. We just started watching
They're one of my
Assassination
favorites.
Classroom like a couple days ago,
Oh.
and we're almost
Is it
finished
good?
it. It's so good. It's unbelievably good. I was like shocked that it wasn't more popular because I've seen like shots of Assassination Classroom, and they say like it has some of the best moments,
So
but
good.
like it didn't have like the huge popularity that like One Punch Man has, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Assassination Classroom is so good.
Stupid good,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a ridiculously good anime. I can't believe how good it is.
Well, I mean, like,
Yeah.
so Demon Slayer, right? When it was a manga, like, it was completely shadowed by One Piece. It was completely shadowed because it was
Yeah.
at the same
I
time
didn't
as
hear
that.
about it until I saw the
right?
anime.
When
Yeah.
the anime hit, it exploded. Like, it
Yeah.
topped the charts past One Piece.
Yeah.
One Piece
Yeah,
is
it
like
beat One
2,000 episodes in. You know what I mean?
know,
Like, that's
yeah,
crazy.
They're like reaching chapter 1000 in the manga.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
Like
crazy.
in a couple weeks. Yeah.
That's
It's
that's
yeah,
insane.
Yeah.
they're huge, and I don't even know how far off One Piece is from being done. I'm assuming we're getting there,
I
but
thought there was like a couple more arcs left, but
it's like it feels like it'll never end. You know what I mean? And like Demon
Yeah.
Slayer, like I can't believe it's over. I haven't read the manga, like I'm just watching it, but
yeah.
which it's kind of tilting me a little bit because it's been like a fucking year, and
know,
I
yeah.
still, and now it's out
That's-
today, and I
that's
still
why
can't
I read
watch
the
the
manga,
movie,
yeah.
right?
I was like, I can't wait anymore.
I feel
I
like
mean-
I should just read it now if that's what the movie's going to be based on. Then I don't have anything to lose at this point.
Dude, Food
Yeah.
Wars is done. It ended. Like the last
I know,
episode
yeah.
came out last week, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. I told Ash that is unironically my favorite anime.
So good. So good.
So
Demon
good.
Slayer is right up there for sure. It's so
Yeah.
fucking good.
Plot
Yeah.
twist.
And the
Plot
characters,
twist. Okay.
the characters are so
Yeah.
Go back and
The
watch like the
art is
first
beautiful.
episode of Demon Slayer, okay?
Mhm.
And they show a picture of like a silhouette of like Tanjiro's dad and his mom there, right? Look at that.
Oh.
You don't see his eyes. You kind of see like his hair a little bit and like his face and his smile.
Uh-huh.
It looks just like Yukihira's dad.
What?
Oh, really?
So I'm just gonna sprinkle that in there. I know it's different time periods, but I'm just throwing
Yeah.
out there. It looks exactly
Don't
like
do
him.
this.
I'm just saying, go
That's
look at it.
interesting. I gotta rewatch. Yeah, I gotta
May- he-
rewatch.
Maybe he's a time traveling chef. I have no idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just don't
Yeah.
say-
Joichiro, who knows? He travels the world. Maybe he travels through time.
Listen, when you got to cook the best, you got to go
I know.
places you've never been before.
Yeah.
Okay? You
I
got to go
feel
further
like-
beyond.
Yeah.
Time traveling and food usually are friends in anime
Yeah.
for sure.
God, I love Food Wars. I heard mixed
that.
reviews about the last season. I haven't seen it
What?
yet.
It's great.
So
It is? Okay.
the last
great.
season starts off without the same energy, right? It's a little bit slower. There's like a
Okay.
it's kind of an introduction of like this of like the new competition and like the bad
Okay.
guys, quote unquote. I mean, it's a
Yeah.
cooking show. I don't know what you want to call a bad guy, but
Yeah.
but So it's really slow, and then all of a sudden it's like cooking's back. Anime
Okay.
tentacles wrapping people up and clothes
Yeah,
exploding. Like it's just
Yeah. Okay.
you know, it's
Yeah,
borderline
they're setting
the hentai that
they're
it
setting
is.
the
You know.
scene.
Yeah.
So,
Well, yeah, that's like you can't get people to. It's hard to get people to watch it. This is why it's not
Mm.
popular. It's because of
It's
that one
great.
aspect. But it's so good. Oh my god. It's like because it's a shonen, right? Like
I
that's
think it
what
was.
you
Yeah,
would
I think so.
probably consider it. Like
I guess.
I
think
mean, it's
so.
got like the main character and all the training montages and like the villains and the battles.
Yeah.
I would, I guess like it's like at least shown in parallel, right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Like, how do you turn a cooking show into a shonen parallel?
Listen, I don't even. Is there even other cooking anime out there? Like, I haven't even looked, to be
Oh,
honest.
there's
think there
plenty. Are you
is.
kidding? There, I
Yeah.
feel like there's food in most animes anyway, just because it's such an important part of everything all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah.
even in Dorohedoro, she's a fucking cook.
truth.
Mm.
She just makes homie gyoza all the time.
Yeah,
Truth.
yeah. I
Like,
gotta
all
make the it's like Soma's chicken gyoza. His like he like
Oh.
stuffs chicken wings with gyoza. Like
That's delicious.
I saw
Dude, some
someone
of the
make it
shit
on
they do
YouTube.
is so cool.
I
need
know. I
that.
saw someone make it on YouTube. I was like, I gotta do this. This looks delicious.
Yeah. So one thing
That's
we've been
tiny.
thinking about doing is bringing in like strength coaches, like so some of the people that we've interviewed and stuff like that, and we want to be able to like introduce them to anime, right?
Ooh,
So because like even my buddy Dan, right? So I interviewed him last week. He's the strength coach for USA Soccer extended teams in like Paralympics, so like
Yeah,
futsal,
yeah.
all those guys, right?
Yeah.
And so he's like, I've never seen an anime before in my fucking life. He's like, maybe you
That's
can
crazy.
introduce me to it. And I was like, yes, 100%. But now I'm sitting there like, okay, what do I show you? Like,
Well,
because
yeah, that's one thing I talk about a lot is what are
One
the
Punch
anime
Man.
you show someone? Yeah, that's number one for me.
Safety,
The
right
person
there.
who hasn't seen any anime, what's the animes you show them? One Punch Man to me is number one.
but here's
Like
the thing.
if Bill Burr likes One Punch Man, you can show someone One Punch. Like it.
But what's
that's
the
a
so?
safe?
But is it a
I'm really
personality
sorry,
thing too?
I gotta go.
Oh, you gotta head out. Okay.
Yeah, but can I pop off without disturbing your conversation?
Yeah, I think you'll be fine. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. We'll wrap up here in a
Okay,
minute
Chat
too.
for a little
everybody,
longer, yeah.
bye and thank you.
Absolutely.
And have fun with these two.
Have
and
fun
I'll
punching
see y'all
people.
later. I'm gonna try. I think I'm gonna get punched, but that's fine.
All right.
Bye.
Later.
But
All right. And then there were two.
yeah, to me, it's like Assassination Classroom now is also another one. If I'm showing someone anime for the first time,
Yeah.
that's on the list for sure.
It's so good. I found
It's-
that. I don't remember how I found it. I found it somehow.
I remember seeing Koro Sensei, and I was like, what is this thing? Like, why
who's
is there
this
just a
octopus
big
guy?
yellow smiley face? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'm interested. And then it was like always on the list, but it was never next up. Like, because we watched Seven Deadly Sins because that new season came
Oh,
out.
so good.
And then,
Yeah.
and then we watched a couple of like kind of underground animes. Like I think what was it called? I forget what they're called. They're like so underground. I don't even remember the names. But we like watched through them, and then the next one came up, and we're like, okay, Assassination Classroom, let's take a look. And then within the first literally scene, we were hooked. It was
Yeah.
like we watched the first scene where they like start, it just starts off with like shooting,
hmm
and I was like, oh my god, well, what's going on here? Why are they attacking this yellow octopus?
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I'm hooked. And then the premise itself is so genius. Yeah. And then Koro Sensei is just the best sensei of all
So
time.
good. So
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
God, anime. That's what we love. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And now we gotta figure out
Yeah,
how to get the the worlds
And then-
together, man.
Well, there's like, like I said, like anime like blew up in the powerlifting community since the last time I was a part of it, basically. But then there's also people who are so vehemently against anime joining the powerlifting community. Like I listened to a podcast recently where they like hated anime and they were like talking shit about it. I was like, you guys have clearly not seen any good anime because like you guys watch regular shows, right? Like with live action, like it's the same thing, but they don't have to deal with bad acting anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
It's
Yeah.
and the hard part is too, I've realized, because like anime has exploded, right? But you see DBZ everywhere, right? You might see One
Yeah.
Punch Man everywhere, but it's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
okay, so now I feel like it's kind of alienating those animes like within the anime community too, because
There's like
there's that
tiers of it, right?
yeah, and there's like this like weird disparity between like anime lovers who we've talked about this a million times on the podcast, but like anime lovers who like are afraid to get into the gym or are what's the word I'm looking for? Like intimidated maybe or something like that
Yeah.
to like get into fitness or to make their
Yeah.
lives a little healthier and stuff like that. And so
Yeah.
now that those animes have become kind of famous in those because of the motivation that it brings and like
Yeah.
what they do, like
Hmm.
I'm wondering if there's like that's why like that's another reason why we wanted to start this too. It's like, listen, like this is like get the motivation from it, awesome. Now let's turn that
Yeah.
into actually doing
Yeah.
something, you know?
Yeah. Well, because like the shonen is all about self-improvement of the main character, right? So
And then some,
yeah,
right?
and then
Like
bring that into your own life.
yeah,
Yeah, that was one thing that a lot of people I talked to about starting when I started Crunchyswole. It was just why, like, why are you targeting this niche? Like, it's very niche because a lot of big anime fans are not gym goers.
right.
And to me, it's just like, yeah, like, sure they're not, but the ones that are like very into it, first of all, and then second of all, anime is it can be like the gateway to like entering the gym, right?
Mhm.
Like, there's so much motivation in something like Naruto or like Dragon Ball Z. Not so much One Punch Man because Saitama doesn't really need to train anymore.
Yeah, right. But
But yeah, most
But-
of the other shonens, like
but
Black
look what
Clover,
he
for example.
but look what he became from doing
Yeah,
something as
that's
simple as
true.
he did, right? Obviously he's an
Yeah.
anime and it's exploded, right? Like I'm not gonna
Yeah.
take somebody that does 100 sit-ups, 100 air squats, 100 push-ups, and a 10K run and put them underneath a 400-pound barbell and make
Yeah,
them
no.
squat right away, right?
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah.
like that's the idea, is that like
Yeah.
something so simple can make you so great,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, and especially just like the idea that someone with no talent can make it.
Yeah.
Like Naruto's the example every time, but then there's also My Hero Academia and then Black Clover too.
Black
Like, they
Clover is
all have-
perfect for it. Perfect.
Yeah, they
for
have
it.
like similar premises. Black Clover especially has so many instances where like someone, it's just like character growth.
yeah.
Um,
And
But-
people forget that, like, everyone's like, oh, well, they have talent, they have talent, they have talent. It's like, yeah, but hard work's a talent. Like,
Mhm.
being able to go into the gym and grind your ass off. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
okay, like, all right, James can squat 405 for 5. I can't do that right now. But at the same time, I'm not going to stop. Like, I'm going to
Yeah,
grind my ass off
exactly.
until I get
Like,
that. And then I'm going to look at James and be
exactly.
like, yeah, you might have been able to do that, but look what I did because I worked my fucking ass off. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
you know?
Yeah, and then like Asta's basically slogan is just never giving up is my magic. Like he doesn't have magic,
right.
never giving up is his magic. And that's like what lifting is. Like half of us are never gonna be at the level, at the like genetic level of a world champion, right? Just there's the genetic pool is so big and like there's only 1% that's the top 1%, right? But that doesn't mean we're not gonna work our asses off until we're like vying for that spot too,
Right.
you know?
Right.
Yeah, at least for me, I'm like, yeah, I love training and just like there's frustrating days obviously, but like hitting a PR after 6 months, look, what better feeling is there?
With all that bullshit thrown in, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah, dealing with injuries, dealing with all the setbacks,
the
like,
fatigue, the tiredness,
Yeah.
the lack of sleep, the
yeah,
hot sweats in the middle of the night because you overtrained a little bit more that week. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
and that's all part of that process, and
Yeah.
it sucks and it's scary for people, and especially now in this in what's going on now. Like if you get overtraining, hot sweats in the middle of the night, you probably think you're dying. But
yeah,
like it's just and that's why we're here. That's why we started this too. And like back
No,
to what
I
you were
love it.
saying about like, yeah, like, I have no idea how to draw, right? Like,
yeah,
no, listen, guys. If you think we have our shit together over here at Weebs and Weights, you have no fucking idea, man. Like every day I wake up and I talk to Astrid. It's like, okay, what's next? And we're just like, just keep going. Add one more thing. Keep going. One more thing.
Yeah.
Keep going. Get
Just
this
keep
done.
doing
Go on.
it,
Just keep
yeah.
going. Like, and it's all learning. Like
yeah,
the whole Teespring thing and the T-shirts and all that stuff and trying to get trademarked for the name and dealing with Blizzard coming after us because of the first name that we had and like all this other stuff. And we're just like there's just so much that goes into all this stuff that you
Yeah.
never even know exists. And that's why
Yeah.
you look at people like Gary Vee or something like that and you're like,
yeah,
this guy has it together because he went through all this garbage, right?
Yeah,
Like,
no, you have. It's like you have to go through all this garbage to make it.
yeah.
And it's
So,
like, yeah, you're just gonna suck for a long ass time, and like you're gonna suck until you think you don't suck anymore, but you'll continue sucking, and then one day you'll realize that you don't suck that bad.
you're gonna wake up one day and it's all gonna pay off. You know, you're
Yeah,
gonna look at it and
exactly.
be like, wow, like I created this community, I created this whatever. You know, like
yeah,
I can finally
Yeah.
draw faces without tracing them. You know,
yeah.
like stuff like
No,
that.
This was,
You know,
This was
Like-
the first. This was like the first thing I noticed when I came back was basically. I don't know when you started Weebs and Weights, but was one of the first
a
times I
year
noticed it.
ago, 2 days ago.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
that's about the right timeline then, because I remember seeing this, and I was just like, man, Weebs and Weights, like that's so niche. I was like, that's an incredible thing to like add to the community. And then
Yeah.
I like paid more attention. I was like, wow, anime is like huge. Like everyone's getting their motivation from anime now.
Yeah,
Like I don't know if you know, like I think Joey Flex is huge in anime powerlifting community. He's
Okay.
like one of the main drivers of it. I'm just like, what? When did this big powerlifting coach get into anime? Like,
yeah. Well, I mean, look at Mike Israetel over at RP.
Yeah.
DBZ fanatic, dude.
Yeah.
Fanatic. You know, like
yeah,
I mean, even
I mean,
Charlie. I mean, we had Charlie on too, right? And we're hopefully gonna have
Yeah.
him back on for something else soon.
I mean,
But
those dudes are literally built like DBZ.
they're
characters.
monsters too.
Yeah.
Like the stuff, like their leg day stuff. Like they literally,
Oh god, I can't. I would.
he
probably
was
die.
he was talking to me and Ashley about like, hey, like when everything dies down and we can start traveling again, you guys should come down for like a leg day workout. And I looked and I like held it in a little bit. And I didn't say anything. And if he's gonna listen to this, I'm sorry, Charlie. And I'm still down. I will come and throw up all over your gym. That's fine. But you know, like what they do is fucking just bananas, bro. The work they
Yeah.
go through is crazy. And obviously they didn't
Yeah.
start there, right? And it built up over
Yeah.
time. But
Yeah.
whew,
But those types of workouts are like, because you talk about like you did, a pretty heavy 5x5, and I couldn't walk out of the gym anymore. But those guys will actually make you not be able to walk.
yeah.
Like you will actually need a wheelchair.
I mean, they're doing like the 5 sets, and it's like 20, 18, 16, 12, 10, but it's like
Yeah.
full range of motion, controlled
Yeah.
movement, perfect technique at a
Yeah.
certain like API. Like they have so much science that goes into their
Yeah.
stuff and
Yeah.
how they calculate things out. I mean, like even their diets and stuff like that. And they're
I know,
talking
yeah.
about how, and this is something that's tough for everybody, right? Like is finding like that zen in everything that they're doing, right? Like
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
being committed to every corner of it. Because recently, my diet's been fucking garbage, right? Like
Yeah,
I haven't
me
been
too.
eating like crap, but I haven't been following the RP stuff like I usually do.
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm still on pace for what I'm doing, but it's
Mm-hmm.
I'm like doing this like weird. I'm kind of hungry. I should probably eat. When did I last
Yeah.
eat? What did I eat? I didn't calculate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're just like, oh fuck, I'm gonna
Yeah.
throw some more
I'm
protein in
still trying
this.
to get-
You know?
Yeah. I'm still trying to get my water intake in check. Like,
Yeah. Oh
I need
god,
to
I don't
drink more
drink
water. I can't even imagine.
the water. My water comes in coffee. That's
yeah,
like
I know.
you know.
Yeah, I just bought this like gallon thing here, and it's like I'll fill it up in the morning, and it'll be like 3 p.m. I'm still at the 9 a.m. mark. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, well, I should probably like start chugging a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, the only thing I kind of have mostly in check is training, and then like sleep mostly, but sometimes I'm like up till 3 watching anime. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
kinda,
sleep-
like here and there.
Sleep is the biggest thing, and like, you know, I mean, like bad sleep is good sleep. You know what I mean? Regardless,
Yeah.
but
yeah.
it's tough, man. Like sleeping for me sucks because like I get the second I get in bed, it's the one time I finally have like silence and nothing going
Yeah.
on, and then my
Yeah.
brain like starts finally thinking instead of just being like this
Yeah.
and that and this and that,
Yeah,
and
it
I'm just
starts
like,
firing, yeah.
I'm like, why can't you do this during the day when you're actually coherent? Like now you're just
yeah.
like, you know,
Yeah.
but,
Yeah, no, it's the whole lifestyle that kind of, if we want to get to that elite level, it's got to be the lifestyle. But it's tough.
Yeah, man.
There's a lot going on, and especially if you're like running something like this, it's hard to like make the time.
well, and you know, like, and hopefully, and that's the goal, right? Like the goal is for I'm hoping for you too, like with the t-shirt stuff, like with Crunchyswole, I hope that takes off for you, so that provides you an opportunity to be able to do that. I hope that Weebs and Ways can pop off and the community can get bigger, where we can start doing more stuff and providing more for people and be able to put like all of our time into this and providing a community with something to like help people get better,
Absolutely.
right? Like,
Yeah.
and hopefully it'll pay off, and then we'll be able to have the time to really be like, all right, well, now I have the cash flow coming in. Now I
Yeah.
have the time to be able to like meal prep the way I need to. I can buy the foods that I need to the quality that I need and like be able to
Yeah.
do all that. Like that's the goal in the end, but it's,
Yeah.
like it's going to take that grind for us, And
Yeah.
luckily, I mean, like how old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, yeah, like we're young, man. Like we got so much time ahead of us. I mean, you're seeing guys in their 40s and 50s like popping PRs that are and breaking like world
Yeah, I
records
know,
still.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like okay, they started late too. And we're
Yeah.
20 years behind them and we're already been
Yeah.
training for 10 years. So let's go. You know, like we got time.
Yeah, that's like,
you know,
yeah,
so
I see a lot of people worried about like, oh, shoot, like it's too late. It's like, it's never really too late for you to start.
right.
Like, there's seniors at the gym that just started a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Those dudes are hitting PRs every week now. So
And that's the glory of training early. And that's
yeah.
also the risk of it too, right? Like people
Mhm.
because I mean I had this too. Like when I first went to weightlifting, like or even when I started training, like when you start popping those PRs, you're like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'm slapping, we're having a good time,
Yeah.
we're hitting PRs. Then you start hitting that point where it's okay, now you're
Yeah, well,
trained.
the
Now
PRs
you're
stop.
trained,
Yeah.
man. Like what's
Yeah.
up? Like what's next? And then it's like,
Yeah.
okay, took me 3 years to get that extra 2 pounds,
Yeah.
that extra 2 kilos. Like,
Yeah.
you know, but that's
It's
part of the
grind.
glory, baby. It's part of the
Yeah.
glory, man.
Yeah.
All right,
absolutely.
James. Appreciate you, my man. This is your time, man. Plug away. Instagrams,
Yeah.
Crunchyswoles, let everybody know what's going on, what you got in
Yeah,
the
and-
future, stuff like that.
Yeah, Instagram at Crunchyswole, website crunchyswole.com. Yeah, we got the Weebs and Weights Mugen Gains collab coming out today. As of recording this this podcast, it should be live on the site. Next month, I got Jacked Clover. I'm working on those right now, and then what is it? Attack on Titan final season's coming out in December,
That's
so
right.
I got a release plan for that.
Cool.
And then I got stuff all planned for 2021. So just keep an eye out, follow me on Instagram, and yeah, just DM me too if you have any requests. I'm happy to do requests. I've done like one-off requests for tons of people at this point. I'm just happy to like get anime lifting gear in people's hands.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Cool.
Cool, man. All right. Well, everybody, appreciate you guys for listening. Go check James out. He just said all that stuff. Hopefully, if I can get this up onto YouTube, all of his stuff will be down below in the description thing. We're still working out how to do the YouTube outros and bullshit, but we'll get there. All right. So thank you guys for coming. Be healthy. Stay healthy. Uplift each other. We'll see you guys next time.